Well, good morning. It's Randytbird out here in Arizona, December 28th. Nice, crisp, cool day out here in the desert. It's been actually kind of cool at night here lately and in the mornings. Hope you all had a great Christmas, and Santa brought you lots of good things, and good things for your bike, good things for your body. That's good. I did really well myself, and of course I got my gift card, so I went and bought something for the bike as well. So, you know, that's all good. I didn't get out last weekend. Was pretty much doing the Christmas stuff. Band played a show at the Rhythm Room last Friday night, and that was awesome. Have another one this Friday night with the second band. So we had a real good night, and lots of positive feedback from the crowd, and it was a real good show. So hoping for the same this Friday night. If you're in town, come out and see 87 southbound at the Rhythm Room. Friday night we're on at 8 o'clock, so it's a 3-band show with Carol Pacey and the Honey Shakers and Pat Roberts and the Haymakers. It's going to be an epic show, so come on down if you're in the Phoenix area. It should be a lot of fun. So if you haven't heard Carol Pacey or Pat Roberts or even my band, 87 southbound, you're in for a treat. So do that if you can. If you're out of town, obviously you ain't going to make it, but hey, you know, I appreciate your support anyway. So anyway, like I said, it's been a little cool out here in Arizona. It's we've only had temperatures in the between right around low around 60, and it's supposed to hit 70 this weekend, so that'll be pretty nice for New Year's Eve weekend, and hopefully get out on New Year's Day for a ride. And a lot of folks can't do that, so you know I'll try to live vicariously. You can live vicariously through me. So a couple friends and I think are going to get out and go for a ride. So anyway, I will behave myself on New Year's Eve. It's kind of the I want to say the thrill or the novelty of getting hammered on New Year's Eve has worn off on me in my golden years here. So I've just been kind of hanging out at home, just kind of rested up. I had the week off from work, and just kind of weird. I only been there a month, and I get a week off. So it's a good thing. The whole company was off, so I never worked for a company that took that week off. So it's kind of interesting. So far, the new job's turning out pretty good, and they love me, and as they should. No humility there, but I am good at what I do, so you know, I'll pat myself on the back a little bit. Some of the things I'm doing are things that should be doing, so if people should do at work, so if that hasn't been happening, well, there you go. Do the right thing and impress people, I guess. Anyway, the boy had a good Christmas. We had a nice day, stayed in, had a ham. It was really good. I went over to my son's, and we had my son has just gotten into smoking food, and he's cooked a brisket, and it was absolutely great. So it's good. I gifted him a barbecue, kind of a semi-professional barbecue tool kit for Christmas. That's why I knew what he's been getting into, so that's good. He's doing a good job so far, and his first attempt at a brisket was a home run. So it was good. I kind of ate too much that day, but you can't avoid good food. Between the ham and the brisket, I was pretty filled up that day. The next day I hardly ate anything. I did have a ham sandwich, though. Something about when you have a ham, those cold ham sandwiches the next day are that's living right there. So no water in the riverbed, just a pond or a puddle over there. We had a pretty good rainstorm last week, and it was not bad, but you know, I think we had about an inch of rain here in the valley, and it rained all day, and that was unique for us. And it's supposed to be a chance of rain again next week, I guess. So, you know, we need some rain down here and some snow in the high country. They've had some snow up north, and the ski resorts are getting some, and they also make snow. You know, or I've skied on that. It's kind of like snowing on on ice, but you know, better than no snow at all, I guess. Haven't been skiing in a long time. I sold my skis years ago because I wasn't using them, and it's just something that I haven't done, and I don't think now I could pull it off. I'd be way too rusty. I was getting fairly good. I was going quite a bit back in the 90s, but that ended, you know, like a lot of things do. The only thing that's consistent with me is motorcycles and music. So I have to get around this cement truck here. The traffic clears a little bit. There's lots of sand and gravel places out this way, so there we go. You can probably tell I'm out on the Dyna today. Just was I'm messing around with the Heritage, doing a little work to it. Doesn't really need anything, but I just tinker in as I like to do. And I was going to ride it, but then the Dyna was just calling my name, so I gotta admit I ride it a lot. So this bike just fits me. Well, that was unpleasant. Roadkill. Just tinkering a little bit here on the Dyna. I had a couple fairings. I had a Road Warrior fairing on it, and well, functionally they work really great. I don't think they look as good as the Gauntlet, and I had the Gauntlet still in my stuff, so I messed around with it a little bit yesterday and put it back on. And so the view forward is going to be a little different. I'm looking pretty much over it, and it still knocks a sizable hole in the airstream, and allows you to be comfortable riding at speed, which out here in Arizona the speeds are always considerable. And I'm running a little over 70 through here, and that's pretty much rolling with traffic. But in town the freeways could be 80 miles an hour or better, and so you need something to block the wind. Gorgeous out here today. Yeah, a little cool out here away from town. You can definitely tell the difference in the... I've got some heavier gloves with me. I probably put them on the way back, because these light leather gloves that I've had for over 25 years, they're okay, but it's a little cooler than usual today. So the air is just crystal clear today. Some wispy clouds. You can see a little bit of smog over by the Superstitions, but for the most part, to the north and the west, it's pretty clear today, and you can see all the detail on the mountains, the high mountains. And I was driving out here yesterday for rehearsal, for band rehearsal. We rehearse out this way in Fountain Hills, where my guitar player lives, and the way the sun was hitting it at 5 o'clock, just before sunset, was just awesome. The view was just amazing. So I always like it. I guess there's going to be some clouds rolling in today, but it's not much chance of rain. They're saying 1%. So in the summertime, that could mean a deluge, but this time of year, 1% really means 9.99% ain't gonna happen. So I'll be home by then anyway. So the wife's making chili tonight, so that'll be good. The old Gilbert Road closed here still. They were getting ready to replace the bridge, and then the road washed out last year when they had the water release from the dams up on the Salt River, and they closed it. So God only knows when they're going to have that bridge done and be able to take that little shortcut again. I kind of like that because it allows me to go through Lehigh, which is an interesting little part of history here in North Mesa. Kind of a pioneer colony that was there way back when. So as LDS Mormon enclave back there, some of the original settlers out here at Arizona. It butts up against the river bottom, and just for a little small area is little farm-like areas, and just some cool area to go through. I used to live right down the road from there, and it was really nice. Again, it's an awesome day. Haven't seen any bike. Well, I was just gonna say I haven't seen any bikes out, but then there's one coming up behind me, so there it is. Well, I'm gonna append this video, and I'm gonna record a little bit more later. This is Randytbird. I'll be back. Hey, it's Randy. I'm back here on a beautiful morning out, December 28th again. Awesome day. Just went out for a blast up the highway, and now I'm headed back. Probably gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just know I'm tired of sitting around the house, so I'm just out riding. No particular plan. It's a gorgeous day, blue sky, little wispy clouds, temperatures in the 60s. Pretty nice, really nice. A little cool in the shade, but out here in the sun it feels really good. And we got plenty of sun. Man, this road is getting rough. Whenever we have rain here, these roads just fall apart, and then they have to patch them, and then with varying degrees of success on the patches. Sometimes the patches, they shrink and they just make potholes even bigger. So out here it looks like they've done the, people call it the tar snakes, where they put the tar in the cracks in the road surface to seal them up, and they can be a little squirmy at times out here. Try to avoid those whenever I can. Again, it's an awesome clear day out here in the desert. And maybe some clouds later, but it's looking good so far. Better than the East Coast, I guess, is getting slammed with rain and snow, and the Midwest has got a blizzard going on. So we're blessed out here in the desert Southwest. Just nice to be able to get out and ride all year round, even though the summer is a bit difficult, but you know, gives me an excuse to get up early in the morning. It's a nice truck. They got a cop sitting in the median up here. That really slows everybody down. And they'll get about 100 yards the other side of them and speed it back up. Sometimes they put the decoys out there, there's nobody in them, but there's somebody in that one. So, probably running the radar gun. Coming back over the Verde River now. Down with the Fort McDowell Road. It's a cool area up here. Don't have that many rivers in Arizona, but this one runs all year round, although it gets a little low in the hot part of the summer. But the snow melt and stuff up north will keep it flowing for most of the year. Yep. Little desert stream or river, Verde River. To you uneducated in the ways of the Spanish language, that's Green River. Rio Verde. Out here, living out here in Arizona, you can't help but pick up some words of Spanish, a few words, a few phrases. I'm not a Spanish speaker, but you know, you can't help but, you know, pick up some of the phrases and words. So I always kind of want to learn another language, and keep thinking that maybe when I do finally get to retire, maybe I'll take a class and see if I can pick up that second language. I love the way Spanish sounds. And some of the music, if you get into more like down South American music or Cuban music, it just has some beautiful phrasing and everything with the music. It's awesome. It sounds good. If you've ever listened to Cuban music, it's really cool stuff. Don't understand many words of it, but I do like it. Even if you're into Santana, he did some songs in Spanish, and it just sounds great. It's what is it? The old Doug Somm and the Texas Tornadoes band. They said they had a song that say Spanish is the language of love. But she never spoke Spanish to me, is the phrase in the song. So that's a whole nother thing. I digress. Don't really have a million words of wisdom today. Just out riding a motorcycle, and that's it. Well, I hope you're all doing well and you've had a great holiday and you continue to do so. You stay safe on New Year's, and we're starting 2024, and let's hope it's a good year for everybody. And anyway, this is Randytbird out here at Arizona. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. Like my videos, share with your friends, tell your friends about it, and I do appreciate your comments and your likes on my videos, and I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again.